Audio. I looked, and apparently you don't use it for what I'm thinking of. You used it for this right here. So if you have to use this panel, and you have to do a stupid bloody puzzle about. In fact, let's see what happens. I just took a save. So if you use the lightning arrestor on this,
my lightning arrestor stopped me from getting electrocuted.
sweet. Oh, so it's only a one-way thing. Okay. And you'd have to go back through it. Oh, I never used the lightning arrestor. I always just do the puzzle. And to be honest, you don't even need to do the puzzle then. So I'll show you what the puzzle is. You combine jet with a screwdriver and then click on this panel. And then it's this. You have to combine, turn all the lights green. But I hate it. I can never do it. I mean, I've obviously done it before. It took like 5 or 10 minutes last time I did this. But I'm shockingly bad at these types of games. Oh, there we go. Did it straight away. Go me. So yeah, random. Obviously, you can look online and it will give you a solution. But where's the fun in that? But yeah, we don't need the lightning arrestor anymore. So it's only usable in that one area. Like I said, I've never used it before, so there's one robot here. He's had a hell of a party. He's just conked out. Where's the robot that we need to kit with the cannon? So this guy, there's 3 of these puzzles in this game. There's no hints of what the code is or whatever. So, I mean, there is for the one on the Nautilus, because obviously we read that piece of information about how to open the Nautilus up. But this one's easy. So, the code is, these numbers are obviously representing the letters in Nautilus. And then all you need to do is, whatever letters here, you need to use, basically, the S is what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's 8. The S is obviously, is the 8th letter in Nautilus. So the code is 88. And then H is 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that H? There's no H in Nautilus. Maybe it's a 0. That's weird. I've never had it with a H before. That's thrown me. 7 is U. Yeah. Yeah, I've never had it, so it's a letter that is not in Nautilus. So I'm guessing if it's not in, the letter's not in Nautilus, then it's obviously a 0. Weird. That threw me then for a second. I was super confused. And that's the key. So now we don't have to deal with, there's 2 more robots. There's one here and there's one near the arch where the treasure chest and the turtle eggs were. So we can get rid of them because, well, the fuck not. So what we need to do now is we could just move forward and ignore them because we've got what we needed. We've got the key to the Nautilus. But yeah, this cannon thing is a pain in the dick. So you have to time it correctly. It's like somewhere like here. And he shoots at you. He has a chance of killing you if you're not careful.
Missed me. The shot was too close for comfort.
Yeah, you have to time it so that your cannonball hits him exactly when he's in the middle, which... just like that.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that could take multiple it could take minutes. But he does pattern at specific patterns, so it's not like it's impossible. Just a pain in the dick. But yeah, this asshat doesn't even drop a key. Prick doesn't. And there's one more around this corner.
Gotcha.
Which is the last one. So you always have an extra 2 keys. Which we don't need because we've already used them all. So we can move forward now. Now there's no more robots. In fact, there is one more, and that is when you get to the Nautilus, and which is here.
Is there...
So equip your gun, then you have to shoot. I think you can just pop up now. It should be fine. But you know what, I'll wing it. Where's my gun?
I'm not in the right.
It should turn. It should come back, and then you wait for it. There we go.
Gotcha.
Right, that's all the robots dead. We'll never use this gun anymore, so it can go in the bin. Everything else now is pointless. We've basically got everything we need. Let's have a look. We'll use the key, which is... Where did I put the key? Oh, I'll put it in the bin, because I'm a massive twat. On this. So this puzzle is... This is what the paper that we read was hinting towards. So, all you need to do, very simple, is add 1860 to whatever number is up here. This number randomizes. Eventually. That took a bloody long time, didn't it? Yeah, this number randomizes. All you have to do is add 1860 to whatever this is, and whatever the 1860 plus 2106 is your password. So 2-1 is 3, 8-1 is 9, 6-0 is 6, and 0-6 is 6. There you go. Very easy. But again, you can miss the clue for it, so yeah. And there we go. Into the Nautilus. So there's the panel for the cage that we're currently stuck in, and the only way to get rid of it is if, weirdly enough, you merge Jep with a thruster. And then click on it. It's really cool. Now we've got a flying monkey. There you go. Brilliant. So the thrusters, there's only need for 2 more thrusters, and there is to lift this piece of metal up.
It was a good idea, but it's not enough.
There we go. And click on the, so it should make a path. There we go. And that's it. There's no more need for these thrusters, so we actually have 3 thrusters, which we have no... Well, 4 actually, if you count the one that Jep's on. Which, oops. There. So, to get inside the main area in the Nautilus, there's 2 puzzles. There's this one on the door.
It looks like some parts have come off the mechanism.
Which is the easiest one. And then there's the slightly harder one, which is very random. Is if you... Oops, a daisy. I was in the wrong place. If you click here and go downstairs, there's... Come on, go downstairs, you fanny. There's this one. Now this puzzle is absolutely bollocks hard because there's no hints on what the code is. It's very random. The numbers represent the top. So when you click a number, it will change to letters, which then represent the bottom. So from what I remember is, the top has to spell 1860, which is obviously the date on the Nautilus, and the bottom has to be any letter that is in the word Nautilus. So there's always normally one letter in these 2, 4, 6, 8. There's normally one letter in these 10 letters that is in Nautilus. It doesn't matter what letter it is, as long as it is in the word Nautilus. So L. And then we've already got 1, so the next one is 8. And what else we got? Nautilus, another L. And then it's 6. And U. And 0. And the last one has got to be an L. There we go. Simple. Easy.
A robot! It's going to kill me!
Is that you, Captain Nemo?
It thinks I'm the captain. I'd better play along with it. Yes. It's me.
I hope your outing has been enjoyable, Captain.
Right. Now, we don't need to do the other puzzle, because we have successfully opened said door, but I won't miss a puzzle when it's fun. I like this puzzle. This puzzle is really good. So, the solution for this is you have to spell an N, as you can see, given the weird hints that aren't really visible or obvious. This is relatively easy. I mean, I have done this way too many times. And as you can see, we've got an N. In fact, those runs are the wrong way around. Oh, no, it's not. One of these is, oops. I'm pretty sure it's, oops. That's weird. It should be... Oh no, it's this, sorry. There it is. I didn't notice the little gap up here. There you go. An N. N for knob.
What's down there? I want to jump down, but it looks like a long way. Should I go for it?
I don't think I don't think... Fuck off, you bloody... That's so annoying when it messes up your mouse. I don't think you can... No. You just jump down. And here we go. We are in the Nautilus. The main area of the Nautilus, should I say. So there's a few things in here. One is this right here, which is the black pearl we got from Captain Nemo, is we can put it right here. We don't need to. And that's that. There is a lot of stuff on the walls. Pictures, vases, weapons, like there's random shit all over the place. This is journal, which we'll read in a second. And there's also this, which is the most annoying puzzle in the game. Well, in fact, I think the cannon puzzle is worse than this, to be honest. This one's quite easy because if this puzzle didn't have these outer squares and it was just these 9 in the middle, it would be... I would never do it because I hate sliding puzzles, which is basically what this is. You basically have to spell... as per usual, it's an N, and it's in an oval shape. It has to be in these 9 squares. Like, it's not as hard as you think because of the outer squares. The outer squares are what you're yeah, they make this incredibly easy. Which, because you can stick them on the outside like that, which means you don't really have to. It's not as hard as it should be, to be honest. And oh shit, it's there. I didn't even notice that. That's weird. Move that there. There we go. There we go. Easy. There's only one reason to open this. You have to open it if you... So when you talk to this robot, he will give you... You have to prove that you're Captain Nemo, or he won't shut the shield generator down, which doesn't let you off the planet, or the planet. Doesn't let you off the island. You can do two things. You can play the organ, which is stupidly difficult, because I don't read music, so... You know, that's normally out of the question for me. Unless you cheat. And, or you can, he will ask you 9, no, he'll ask you questions and you have to get 7. You have to get 7 right. And the questions that he normally asks are to do with objects in this room. One of the items, well, one of the questions he normally asks is something to do with in here. And if you don't open this, then
Man's face seems familiar.
obviously you're screwed.
It could be Captain Nemo when he was young. He looks happy in the painting. As for the woman, where have I seen her face before?
See, I don't know what that means. I don't know where Mina would have saw that woman's face. I don't know anything about Captain Nemo. All I know is that his family was killed by the English, and that's the only thing I can think of. But the way she comments on this woman's face is like she's seen her before, but that's impossible. Because Captain Nemo died like, what? I don't know when this game is based, but he obviously died like a couple of 100 years ago. I don't know if she's maybe something to do with this woman. Like, maybe she's a relative of her, but I don't know. It's a long shot, I guess. But yeah, I've never known what she means by where have I seen this woman's face before? Because I've not seen a woman on this island at all except me. Well, Mina, should I say? But yeah, there's two things in here. This one should open the organ. So as you can see, the organ's closed. So if you click on this lever, yeah. It opens this, as you can see. And the other one opens the windows on the Nautilus, which lets you look outside. And you should see Mr. Monster. There he is. Scary bastard. I think there's only one monster in this lake, which is odd. I don't know how it survived all these millennia, because that's obviously from like something from Jurassic Park. It looks very Jurassic-y. But yeah. We'll look at these here. Yep. So this is our location. So the granite house is here. There's the lake. There's the entrance from the lake. There's the ladder that we took down where that bastard was. There's the exit into the beach, and we must have come down the ladder and we walked in the diving suit all the way under here to come to the Nautilus, which is underneath the volcano, weirdly enough. And there's an entrance from the volcano that leads out, that leads into where the Nautilus is. I'm guessing that's where the robots came from, maybe. Where they left to get to the island, maybe. I don't know. They can't swim, can they? They either left from the entrance to the left or the left from the entrance above the Nautilus. It's very, very cool.
It's The Mysterious Island, a book by Jules Verne. The first edition. Passages have been underlined in pencil. They tell of the island being completely destroyed in a volcanic eruption.
And there's this letter.
Addressed to Captain Nemo by the writer Jules Verne.
So, well, as you can see in this book here,
It's the mysterious
like,
island.
the island was destroyed by a volcano, which obviously is bollocked because we're on said island now. So we'll find out why it says that. So it says, Captain, please find therewith the final version of the work inspired by the notes from our mutual friends, Gideon Spilett and Cyrus Smith. I thought the guy was named Cyrus Vance. Maybe it's somebody else on the island was called Cyrus, which is very odd. Cyrus and their companions. From the balloon crash to their fight with the pirates, their adventure provided me with all the material needed that a novelist could dream of. The way that you help them without revealing your presence is fascinating, thereby protecting your solitude without neglecting your duties of hospitality. After several years, however, you decided to reveal your presence to them. So, these poor bastards crashed on this island, you know, had to fight tooth and nail to survive, and Captain Nemo was already on this island all by himself, and he did absolutely nothing to him. Well, he didn't reveal himself to him. That's... Captain Nemo is more like a Captain Emo. It's very odd. Like, he spent all this... He had decided to isolate himself because his wife and children were killed. And instead of actually helping people, he decided to shut off the world. To be honest, that's a dick move, man. Your trust was justified as the castaways upon returning to civilization were determined not to reveal the location or even the very existence of your island. In recording this story, I found myself bound to maintain utmost discretion. To preserve your tranquility, I've altered the end of their account. My book tells of that you scuppering the Nautilus and disappearing with it. Better still, shortly after I invented a terrible eruption that completely destroyed Lincoln Island. The world therefore believes you died and your retreat destroyed. I do wish, however, that you will tire of the solitude and return to society, whereby the world will benefit immensely from your wealth of knowledge. On that note, I bid you farewell. Your sincere and respectful admirer, Jules Verne. So yeah, Captain Nemo. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know anything about Captain Nemo. I don't know where he gets his wealth of knowledge from, but yeah, he's decided to isolate himself on an island because
Captain Nemo's
of this.
very own notebook.
Yeah, this is the reason why. It says, I enjoyed Mr. Verne's novel. The portrait that he paints of me is clear and frank, but always respectful. Mr. Verne would like to see me return to society, but that will never happen. My intention is to finish my life in this solitude, my only confidant being this sheet of paper. Ever since that day when the English massacred those dearest to me, I have fled the world. My wounds are too deep to ever heal. To protect my retreat, I have set up a shield generator aboard my vessel. The powerful machine produces a sound at regular intervals that can be heard throughout the island. In principle, no material object may cross my shield, which also prevents any transmissions to the outside world. In practice, my generator is affected by stormy weathers. Such moments are brief, but sufficient to allow us access to a swimmer or a small craft. Although very few people venture in this part, into this part of this Pacific, I cannot exclude the possibility of pirates one day setting foot on my land or my island. Again, it's like he classifies this island as his own. Which is odd. He didn't make it. I have therefore set a few traps and turned my steel servants to aggressive mode. Thanks, Captain Douche. They will hunt down any unauthorized person attempting to gain access to the Nautilus. So, in a sad sense, Captain Nemo's wife and children were killed by the fucking English, because as an Englishman myself, we are a bunch of shitheads. But instead of moving on, which he decided to isolate himself from the world, which is very odd. I'm sure his wife and his kids would want him to at least move on with his life. I'm sure they wouldn't have wanted him to wallow in self-pity until he gets killed by a monster. It's a sad end. But yeah, this is basically what happens to him. And we already know how he died. He came back to the island, got attacked by said monster in the water, and then died in Granite House. But yeah, the shield generator doesn't let any material object through unless there's a storm. Mina did say she was caught in a storm. The balloon that Cyrus Vance and the other dude was caught in a storm as well. Coincidence? I mean, they could have hit the water and just instantly died, I guess, but he ended up on an island. Very odd. I mean, what are the chances, eh? So yeah, his wife, like, I always assumed that his wife was an ancestor of Mina. Hence why she says she looks familiar. Maybe she looks like her mum. But it's nigh impossible because, as Captain Nemo just said, his wife and his kids were killed. So I don't know what she was hinting at, where she looks familiar. The sheet of music we picked up near the beginning, it goes in here. And to play the sheet of music, you play it on the black keys. But unless you know how to read music, I don't know how to read music, so yeah. I mean, I know what it is because I've done it repeatedly, because I had to cheat to do it. So if you play the organ, it ends the game. If you talk to the robot, you can do the quiz. So what I'm going to do is I'll do both endings. They both are basically the same. The quiz just takes too long. And the sheet of music is sometimes, for me personally, like I said, I don't read music, so I don't know what any of these musical notes mean. So, but I do have an image on my phone that I've been saved, so I'll probably just look on that. But I'll save the game, I'll do the organ, and then I'll reload and do the quiz, because, yeah, it's always fun. So yeah, just give me 1 second. So the sheet of music is very, very odd. So there's 6 keys you need to press. They are 10, 15, 6, 10, 1, and 3 on the image that I'm looking at. So the first one is the 5th black key, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is this one. And then it's the 7th, which is this one. 6, which is 3. Then number 10 again. And then the first one. And then the second one. There we go.
This is your composition, Captain. I recognize your inimitable style. Any doubts I may have had about your identity?
The robot's
resolved.
voice then was completely different accent.
Your orders.
Immediately deactivate the shield, cutting us off from the outside world.
Yes, Captain.
So there's the shield in the background. You can see it's with the lines.
Mom? You can hear me! Yes, Mom. Me too. Sure, but listen to me first. Make a note of my position. Did you get it?
Why does he have an organ in
Yes,
the
the
submarine?
island's big. I'm on the east coast. I'll light a fire for the rescue services.
And there we go. Actually finished with 316. It's not bad. The max you can get is well over 400. Your score is basically your what you make and your puzzles and stuff. But yeah, we're like that. So yeah, I will load up and I'll be back in the Nautilus in a second. Radio peeps. So we've done one ending. I mean, I say both endings. They both end the same way. It just determines the. I think you get 10 points for doing the organ, but you get no points for doing the quiz. I think it's something like that. But you know, who cares about points? It doesn't matter. The quiz itself is quite. Some of them are really hard, and I may not know them, so I may have to cheat, which I really don't like to do. You have to answer 7 questions, and you can only get 2 mistakes. If you make 2 mistakes, this robot just guns you down. So yeah, but yeah, let's do the quiz.
Happy to see you, Captain.
50
You
years.
have been absent for more than 50 years. Your vessel has since deteriorated somewhat.
Do you think it's seaworthy?
No, Captain, for 3 reasons. Firstly, a tremor has partially blocked the entrance to the cave in which we are anchored. Secondly, rust has eaten through the steering cables. Finally, all available energy is powering the shield isolating your island.
I want you to deactivate the shield.
With all due respect, your order contradicts your previous instructions. I can only obey if you confirm your identity.
How?
My sensory identification circuits are damaged. Consequently, I must follow the procedure that you put in place and ask you a series of questions. Correct answers will prove that you are the captain.
Okay, here we go. What happens if I fail?
If you fail, it will prove that you are not Captain Nemo, but an imposter. In this case, I will have no choice but to eliminate you.
I wonder if I can kill this robot.
As you
1 sec. Can I shoot him? No.
I can.
Alright, let's do this.
Here is the first riddle that you must solve. Of all the creatures adorning the walls, the one that is fastest has a nose like a sword.
That's obvious. And then we have to look. It's obviously a swordfish, which is there.
You have chosen an object. Is that your answer?
Yes, it is.
It's the swordfish, capable of swimming at 50 miles per hour.
Correct
Oh,
answer,
damn.
Captain.
Speedy.
Here is the next riddle. Found again after
Oh, God.
500 years. An exotic object lying in a vessel store far beneath the waves on the Pacific floor.
I don't know this one. I've never known this one. I assume it's one of these vases. Found again after 500 years, but I don't know. I originally thought it was a sword. I picked the sword the last time I played it because it's 12th century. In fact, what we need to do is, if you merge a piece of clay with Jep, oops, he's on a flying hover machine. This, and then you click Jep with on these panels, the plaques.
The robot won't let me get near the weapons, but he's not taking any notice of Jep. Go on, Jep. Press the clay onto the plaques and bring back the imprints so I can read them. Dates when the weapons were made. 12th century sword, 16th century halberd and crossbow, 17th century pistol and rapier, 19th century aborigine club. Hey, the club's the most recent weapon.
And then we can read what these are now. Yeah, I don't know this quiz, so I'm going to get it wrong. I don't think it's one of these weapons. I think it may have been a vase. Like, if you click on this, you can hear the riddle again, which...
Found again.
After 500 years.
500 years. An exotic object lying in a vessel store.
Yeah, lying in a vessel store. I don't know. I have no idea what that is. It's not a shell. It's not one of these like thermometers, or whatever, and it's not one of these creatures here. I don't think it's a pearl. So it's either a weapon or a vase, or a vase, or whatever you want. Oh wait, 500 years. So what? This is 1800s, isn't it? So I don't know. Renaissance. It could be bloody anything. I don't know what it is. So I'm gonna get it wrong. So I do apologize. I am not smart enough to know that riddle. Egyptian will probably be the oldest, next to the one dynasty, or would it be let's pick Greek. I like Greek. There you go. Got it wrong.
This miraculous device, a precious ally, follows the sun with its single eye, helping lost sailors home and dry.
Well, that one has to be something over here. Thermometer, chronometer is time and space, isn't it? Storm glass, it tells you if there's bad weather. Pressure is liquid pressure, and barometer is atmospheric pressure. Sextant is... I thought it was a compass. Maybe it's a sextant. No, fuck it, should I wing it?
It's the sextant.
Oh, winged it.
This instrument gives the latitude by measuring the height of the sun above the horizon. It contains a lens, which the riddle refers to as a single eye.
Correct answer,
Nice.
Captain. Here is the next riddle. Your most treasured belonging, all told, is worth more than its weight in gold.
This one is the picture. So this one here. You know what? Actually, I might reload and see if I can get the answer for the exotic art object, because I'm curious to know what it is. You know what? Yeah, give me 1 second. Anyway, peeps, I loaded it up. It was a vase. It was the one dynasty
You
vase,
have chosen an object.
which
It's the Yuan-style vase.
nice.
It can't be anything other than a Chinese object, because Westerners were not known to navigate in the Pacific at the time mentioned in this riddle.
Correct
How
answer,
would I know that? I'm
Captain.
stupid.
Here, this miraculous.
And then that's basically what we just was. So yeah, it's like, unless you like know, fucking, I don't know. I'm not smart enough to know time. I barely remember what I did 10 minutes ago, let alone 500 years ago. So yeah, I mean, obviously that was easy for somebody. You know what? Actually, I did look at the objectives, and remember what I said about Mina saying that woman? She says here, I found a painting of a couple with their children in the safe. The man must be Nemo in his younger days. The woman's face looks familiar. Come to think of it, I'm sure that there's some resemblance between her and me. But that's not impossible, because Nemo said his family was killed, meaning that he doesn't have any descendants, unless he's put his roots somewhere else, which, to be honest, I probably wouldn't blame him. Oh well, the more you know. Anyway, what was the next riddle? Sorry, I completely got sidetracked by the fact that... There we go, there it is.
Here, your most treasured.
And that is the picture.
You have.
Yes.
This painting is priceless because it captures a treasured moment of happiness.
Correct answer, Captain.
Nice.
Here is the next riddle. Ivory daggers in close-knit rows. How many victims? God only knows. Show me, Captain, these pearls, this bane, the cause of such misery, the cause of such pain.
I'm not sure why Mina says that she looks familiar. That's gonna piss me off now, because I'm looking online. There's nothing about Captain Nemo having any more children. It said something to do with pearls and ivory white, so I think it's shark teeth, from what I remember. Where are they? There they are.
You have chosen.
It's shark teeth, which are arranged in its mouth in parallel rows.
Correct answer, Captain. Here is the next riddle. On a wine red case, it lies supreme. Its dark color, the finest I've seen. Of all the pearls, it is the queen.
I mean, that is obviously the pearl that we put there. The black pearl, the giant black pearl. Which is weird, because if you didn't get this originally, then this riddle would have no answer, because this pearl wouldn't be here. I remember this specifically being something under the... There it is. I remember there being, yeah, something under the sofa. This is an exceptionally large pearl, must be worth a fortune. I guess that goes here originally if you didn't pick up the black pearl. But I think it's the black pearl.
It's the giant black pearl, lying on a case as red as wine.
Correct answer.
Nice.
Captain.
Next
Here
one.
is the next riddle. This shell from the sea, though not the prettiest, stayed in your collection because it's the rarest.
Well, there's only some shells here. I don't know this question. The answer for this. I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 7 shells to pick from. One of them is a rare shell. And they all look like shells. I don't know. I'm gonna cheat on this one, so apologies. From what it says in my notes, this one is third shell from the right. So this one.
You have chosen.
This shell is a natural oddity. It's got a left spiral, whereas it's almost a universal rule that shells have a right spiral.
Correct
Huh.
answer.
More you know, I guess.
You have passed the test.
Oh, there we go.
Captain. Any
Finished.
doubts I may have had about your identity have been resolved. I shall obey your orders.
Immediately deactivate the shield, cutting us off from the outside world.
Yes, Captain.
And then we get the same ending, so I'll skip it so you don't have to watch it again. But there we go. I basically finished with the same score, so... From what I remember. Hopefully everyone enjoyed this. I do like this game. In fact, I played it in one sitting, so... Like I said, it can be very short, or it can be very long. It's all dependent on if you played the game before. Like, I remember playing this originally. It did take me a few hours. But like I said, I played this game multiple times, so I basically know it from front to back. So yeah. I will probably play the second game. I'm not a massive fan of the second game. They added a lot of stupid, frustrating mini games, and some game breaking. I don't think it was ever changed, but there was a part in the game where if you mess something up, you're screwed, and it doesn't happen to near the end of the game, which is even more worse. So yeah, hopefully I won't have to get that far. Yes, I'm not, like I said, I'm not a massive fan of the second game. Some choices they made were completely stupid, but you know, we've still got this one. So yeah, that's it for now. All these things have unlocked. Concept art. Some nice concept art in this game. It's Captain Nemo. I mean, this isn't all of the images, because this one here with the shark, I don't know what the fuck that is. It's got gills. I'm pretty sure it's not a crocodile, because it obviously looks like, I don't know what it is. But yeah, this is different depending on what you did. If you threw lace bait in, this has a different image. You can't. I don't think you can get all of them, because these don't carry over to a new game. But yeah, enough rambling. So yeah, that's me done with peeps. So hopefully you enjoyed. Like I said, this is probably my all-time favorite adventure game. So yeah, I just wanted to share it with you all. I will see you again next time anyway. Hopefully you all staying safe in the in this hellscape that we call the Earth, and yeah, stay frosty, peeps. Laters.